I have bought 88,000 Bitcoin. I never sold one Satoshi. Nor would I sell one Satoshi. No, here's what I think. I think you sell the Bitcoin. How are you going to feel if you sell it at 27,000 and then you wake up one morning and it goes to 82,000? Well, and then it goes to 167,000 when it goes to 1 million. And when it goes to 1 million, are you going to be bragging that you bought it at 0.019 million and you sold it at 0.2022 million? Like, aren't you going to feel freaking stupid? Like, I bought it at 0.019 million and I sold it at a 50% gain at 0.023 million, and I lost $1 million.
Well, I'm thinking, so here's what I'm thinking. Just let me I'm thinking, you know,
Can you hear the video?
Like in this cycle, I don't know, probably low end people are, you know, this is people smarter than me, obviously. Low end, 6 figures, high end, obviously we've had predictions anywhere from $250,000 to, I think.
I can't hear you anymore. Can't hear the video anymore either.
2018,
there we go.
And then went down. Do I wait? And then I buy like 5x of the Bitcoin.
You know, so Ben, in the first decade, Bitcoin was dominated by a bunch of traders with leverage and offshore exchanges, and they were speculators. That was one group of people.
Yes.
This year, after March, you've got insurance companies, corporations, treasuries, institutional investors. They're buying this stuff instead of gold. They're buying it to hold it for a decade as an inflation hedge. They're not using leverage. They're not using offshore exchanges. They're not speculators. Their mindset is, I'm going to hold it for 10 years. What can I buy that's better? If I sell it, I'm going to generate a tax bill and I'm going to buy something inferior. So they're not going to sell it. And that means you're not going to see, I think, that kind of volatility. Let me give you one more metaphor, Ben.
Yes. I love metaphors.
LeBron James started playing basketball at age 9.
Yes.
And by age 18, all the scouts knew this is the best high school basketball player in the world. And he's probably one of the best professional basketball players in the world. At age 13, he probably punched somebody on the court, and he might have missed a game at 15 because he smoked some weed. And he's a little bit volatile here and there because he's at age 11. Maybe he got pissed off at someone. And you're like, oh, LeBron James is volatile. When's he going to blow up again? From age 19 to age 29, LeBron James crushed everybody and everything in his way. And you probably should have signed him. Because just because someone's first 10 years, they were promising and volatile, doesn't mean that the next 10 years of the athlete is going to be an exact repeat. It isn't. And when I tell you, I just bought 1.1 billion of it and I intend to hold it forever. Right?
Forever.
Did anybody in 2017 tell you that when we're buying Bitcoin? Ben, let me just say one more thing.
Okay.
The people that I know, the wealthiest families in the world, they're like these New York City families where you ask them, where'd your money come from? And they're like, oh, my great-grandfather, he bought like 4 city blocks in Manhattan. And they're like, did you ever sell that? It's like, no, we still own it. They own it for 100 years.
Generations.
And as people print more dollars, the value of the property goes up at the rate that the Federal Reserve prints dollars. And then every 5 years, they refinance it and they borrow more money against it. So if you borrow against an asset that's appreciating in value, you don't pay capital gains tax. So if you have the world's perfect, if you own a city block in cyberspace that's good for the next 100 years, that's Bitcoin, right? A Bitcoin is a city block in cyberspace. If you own that, and if I told you 1 billion people are coming to that city and they're all going to need to buy their own block and you own the right property, it's the Manhattan of cyberspace. Why don't you just keep it in the family for 100 years? And the next time you feel you need some money, well, you go borrow money against your Bitcoin. Really wealthy families, they just keep the assets forever and they just finance them. That's what they do.
So that's Bitcoin in the summary of it. Let me see if I can get out of that.
I need to find the best way.
All right, I'm gonna jump over here to this guy. And that's, yeah, like you said about Bitcoin, you're now just owning property in the digital real estate. You're owning property that's, yeah, digital. We're going to it. It's not physical no more. And the money and the currency we need to get there is also digital and not physical no more. And one thing that really stands out to me is like the actual coins that we have in circulation, like copper pennies are not copper anymore. Nickels are not really nickel anymore. They're just like taking those away and replacing them with cheap metals because the money is worth way less than its face value. So why I like crypto is because, yeah, it's technology, it's new. Mark Cuban always talks about like what is new, what is up and coming, and there's value behind people that are interested in it, right? Value behind anything that people are interested in. Pokemon cards, crypto, housing, Crocs. Like you can pick anything, and if there's value and interest behind it, there's support. So I made this little document. Some people may have read it if you're watching this in the replay. So I wanted to make something that was super simple and kind of about the most common questions that I've been asked about crypto, and just a little bit about what I know and what I've learned in the last 2 years, just deep diving into this technology, and more so like not even it's technology, but it's gonna be like everyday life, because things just happen that way, and trends pick up, and internet comes alive, and music is played through wireless earphones. Like things are just adapting. So let's go through this together. What is crypto? Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, Dogecoin is a digital money asset that's created and exchanged independent of the banking system or government authority, basically saying the people own it. It's not really governed by anybody in particular. That's why Satoshi, nobody really even knows who he is or who the creator of Bitcoin is. It's still like, hey, it's decentralized, it's private, it's secure, it doesn't have to be everybody's business. It doesn't have to be tracked like your every move. So it's good in its own way because it's for your privacy and for your protection. So that's kind of cool. And it's owned by the people. So nobody's not one person or group is able to fluctuate it or duplicate it. And that's kind of more into this document about you can't really duplicate it. You can't forge it. You can't copy it. Like there's only one code behind, your asset, if that's your Bitcoin or like an NFT. So something in here that I like too is think about the gold rush. Men and women pioneered out west to mine gold, build stores, create banks, which are now crypto exchanges in the form to decide the value and how it's bought and spent. This is just a digital mining, task. We're mining for Bitcoin like they mined for gold back in the day. Maybe that can relate. Maybe somebody that lived out west, or your family is part of that family tree, and about the West life, and when gold was being mined, because that was the value that the US dollar was back behind. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of the same concept. Okay, let's dive a little bit more into this. So once the purchase is made, a math problem has been solved for the crypto, and the computer generates a specific number sequence that's assigned to the Bitcoin, making it much safer than other currencies because it cannot be counterfeited. So once a Bitcoin is hashed or made or mined, there's only one Bitcoin with that code. So you can't really duplicate it, you can't forge it, you can't copy it. It's hard to steal. It's in your wallet. It's pretty cool. So the big idea is that because transactions are public, irreversible, mostly unhackable, and controlled by the people, users in their digital finances are more protected. Kind of what I was saying earlier. And this, in short, this will be bigger than the internet. The internet will soon be running off crypto blockchain instead of the internet running off the blockchain. The blockchain is gonna be that big. It powers what is happening, because we're not really gonna need the internet, because everything's gonna be in the blockchain as a software, a program, a title to your car, a lease to your house, your receipts, your music tickets to Country Fest and Rock Fest. It's all gonna be an NFT in the digital blockchain that you can't be duplicated. And you just buy the NFT in that sense, and that is your ticket you scan it in at the door. We were pretty much already doing that, right? So that's cool. That's a good way to relay it. That was the next part of that. So
Quick question.
go ahead.
Could you maybe like dumb down an NFT for me?
Yeah, so it's a non-fungible token. So it's a piece of digital information, art, could be a sound. It could be, I talk about it later in here, but one of the games we play is called Axie Infinity. And you have to own an Axie in the game. I don't play games. I've never really been a gamer, but I like the idea of owning a digital asset, which is this Axie, which is just a character somebody made. Have you ever played games or heard of like Roblox, or I can't even think of some of them because I don't play them ever, but some of these games that like the kids are playing, can you name a couple, Tanner, that like you create tokens or like you have to buy armor with tokens?
Yeah, there's Roblox,
Minecraft, that's what I was thinking of. So like Minecraft and Roblox, and like, so in these games, you have to, earn these tokens to buy better shields, better swords, better land, bigger artillery, whatever they do in their games. But what I do understand is that in the new digital thing, you have to buy an NFT, which is NFT can be anything, right? That's created in the digital on the computer. A picture can be, an Etsy design can be, everyone's music in it's going to be owned by an NFT. It's going to be NFT linked because that is the song for the new artist that came out. It'll be an NFT. So if you think about it as being just something that's created and that can be stored on the internet.
Got it. Okay.
And a lot of these new games that are coming out, they're literally building what they call metaverses. I'm not sure if you've heard that term before, if anybody watching here later has heard that term before, but they're just creating a digital version of the world in the computer, which is amounting to many games being developed and basically getting your golden coins in Mario and Sonic. Like you actually get to keep those coins. It's kind of funny because those coins were made by somebody, right? So you had to buy those coins or earn those coins to play the game. So that's one way of putting it. Another NFT can be just simply digital art. Just somebody draws awesome mushrooms or awesome landscapes, or they have to buy something to get into, like I said, the tickets to a concert, or like somebody's group or a event in town. Like those things can be turned into NFTs and then bought and sold. I've never really dived down that myself personally. I own just the Axies because I understand that if I own the Pokemon of the game, people can buy and sell my characters, and then you can make money. And when the people play the game and they win, they earn coin. And so our friends in the Philippines actually play the game. We just buy the teams and buy the Axies, and they play the game like Pokemon, and they battle and do their thing.
Got it.
And we pay them out 40-60 split. It's pretty cool. They make good money.
So that's a good little deal you got there.
Yeah, that's just one version, and I'm going to show that here later on. So great question, awesome question. And if you want some more information, there's awesome YouTube videos on NFTs, so they can give you probably a better understanding than what I could give you, because I personally don't really utilize NFTs at this point. It's new, it's really new. So getting in now and learning about it is actually a really, really good idea. So another way of how crypto is used, going right into it, crypto is used to make digital payments on a peer-to-peer basis. Me to you, you to your friends. It's kind of like Venmo, but you're using Bitcoin. But only with Bitcoin, you don't have to ask your bank for permission, get a wire loan. Hopefully it goes through Western Union it to your friend in Japan. Like when you have a crypto wallet, you can just connect to their wallet.
Yeah.
Not all these hoops and jumps. So it's giving people in countries and places that have never had an access to a wallet or even let alone a bank account in their life, but they have a smartphone. Most people, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of communities and a lot of places on earth have smartphones at this point. And so they can now create their own currency or use a currency like Bitcoin, that's being used around the world, and just transfer that. Because money is limited, it's paper, and banks, it's hard to get, it's hard to transfer money on, really, if you try to transfer a lot of it or some of it to a different part of the country.
Yep.
So that's really cool. It's versatile. You can use it peer to peer, you can use it worldwide. You can simply download an app on your computer or mobile device, which you have probably Coinbase, Trust Wallet, right?
Yep, I have both of them.
Both of them. So that's a place where you can, get your crypto. And some wallets and some exchanges only accept or sell or receive certain kind of cryptos. If you're familiar with the USDT, that runs on the Tron network, which is a TRC20 Tether or TRX or Tron coin. And that's the one that we use for a lot of the projects that we're working on, because USDT is a very stable coin. So TRC20 network, USDT coin, that's the one that we're using most of the time with a lot of these projects, because like I said, it's so stable. It doesn't go up and doesn't go down. It doesn't fluctuate very much. So that's the smartest and safest coin to use. And it's backed by the US dollar. So USD, meaning US dollar, T is for Tether on the TRC20 network. So that's kind of what that means, broken down.
Good to know.
Yeah. And if you don't remember that, this is going to be recorded, so you can come back and listen to this again. But once you learn, the letters are just the names of the company, really. And the USDT is awesome because, like I said, it's backed by the US dollar 1 for 1. So that's what makes it so stable. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay, so once you start begin accumulating crypto, you can use it to play for online purchases, trade in an exchange with friends, or sell them for profits. The number of vendors now accepted virtual currency is steadily growing, and you can use a site like CoinMap to find these local spots where you can spend your virtual cash. I'm just going to skim through some of this. Since they're not regulated by the government or banking industry, you can transfer money instantly anywhere in the world, anytime, without being subject to holds, fees, or exchange rates. Transactions made with Bitcoins are secure and anonymous, which means your personal information is never at risk. So another protection and safety that the central banks usually don't have: your name, your address, your email, all that stuff is connected to your bank account. And if you wanted to, or did, or were successful sending money to and from, your information is always actually at risk. And most of us know that because 1 out of 3 people have had their card stolen or their debit card hacked or something. It's super easy, too easy. So instead of expensive wire, we can send crypto to people in other countries very easily. Okay, I kind of talked about all that. I don't want to repeat myself. So how to buy crypto? Like you shared earlier, you have Coinbase, or you have like Trust Wallet, which I think are really awesome. They work really smooth for me. Different people in different parts of the world, some exchanges work and some don't. So use what's best for you. Ask questions. Use YouTube like it's your best friend, because you'll get the best answers. Because every question you have, there's a title for it on YouTube, and they're probably going to give it to you in like 4 minutes. And that's how I learned basically everything I did learn if I was stuck. And then always just revert back to any of the platforms or training or this, which I'm going to be growing more and make more tabs of how to do things and more descriptions, so we all get a better understanding, depending on if you're new to crypto or if you've been around for quite a long time. So how to make money with crypto? That's a lot of times why people are here, is because they want to earn money. They want to get in the crypto space. They want to buy some Bitcoin. It's exciting. It's new. They're seeing it on Super Bowl commercials, and there's a lot of industry behind it. There's a lot of industry. There's a lot of corporation. There's a lot of big businesses that are now buying Bitcoin and buying crypto assets to use as a trust, like they said earlier in that video, as a holding or hedge fund, because it is gaining popularity. And not only popularity, there's actually function behind it now, and there's usability and utility. And the price is growing, and people are cashing out and making some good money. Like traditional money, you can make money in many ways. The most popular and mainstream. What's up, John? Nice to see you on. Like traditional money, you can make money in many ways. The most popular and mainstream is buying and holding. So most people are familiar with getting Trust Wallet, getting Coinbase, and you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin, and you just hold it because somebody told you to buy it. Or somebody told you, hey, it's going up, it's going to the moon. So you decide to buy $100 worth. Most people are familiar with crypto because they buy it and they hold it. They probably were told that it's going to the moon, and they're hoping to get lucky. They're hoping to make some fast cash. And it's not always that way. And it's not always smart to, listen to all the FUD or listen to the hype, because usually by the time you hear it, the wave's already gone and it's already going up. And, why are you going to buy high, and probably lose because it's going to go down because you didn't get in at the right time in the first place. So holding's very popular. And you hold it and you have the risk of going up and going down. What's up, Tanner?
John said some stuff in the chat.
Oh, John said something in the chat. What's up? Yeah, buy the rumor and sell the news. So take the risk, take the initiative to do your research and ask yourself, why is this happening? Nice to see you, man. He goes, buy and hold XRP. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what Mike said too, that word.
XRP. All right, yeah. Do you guys do your research on some XRP and see what the support is behind that? All right, next, let's dive into buying digital assets. It's another way to earn with crypto. You can buy NFTs, kind of like we talked about before. Invest in the crypto games like Axie Infinity or Peg Axie or many of the other games that are out there, Sandbox and other metaverse type online games. Or you can buy digital real estate. If you have kids, they probably play Roblox, which is a game where you can spend Robux. I'm not sure, but it's awesome. The kids understand it, and they're making quote money and using Roblox bucks to buy weapons, tools, clothing in the game, and a bunch of other stuff. Where this is becoming a normal thing for them, and it's making sense to them because now they're teaching coding in school. Like, this is just second nature, and what our kids are doing and what the generations after us are doing, that is the next phase and the next wave. So trading crypto is the next one, and this is where I get really excited, not because I know how to trade, because I absolutely have no clue how to trade, but what I like about this is I was taught how to use a system and use AI, such as a robot or a program that's made by somebody way smarter than me, that knows when to buy and when to sell, or knows what to look for, and when to get in and when to get out. So trading crypto is a lot like the open market we're used to today. Think of buying one crypto and selling it on the Facebook marketplace for a higher price, and you make the profit difference. Or you can think of buying gas from Woodman's for $3.79 and going over to Quick Trip across the street and selling it for $3.89. That's the same thing with these crypto trades, as they're selling the crypto on one platform and going to another platform and selling it for the difference. That's all they're doing over and over and over again. And before they actually make the trade with these crypto bots, which is coming up next, you can literally have these bots know the programs and click buy, and they're only going to show you ones that are already profitable. It's going to show you what you're going to make, show you what you're going to profit, click buy, and you wait 2 hours and you do it again, and you trade crypto to crypto on exchanges. And that's what we're doing right now with the CLPT bot and the now updated IPC master bot. Same thing. They're trading crypto exchange to exchange and making the profit in the middle. For the same instance, you can buy crypto. Let's use this for example right here in the text. You can buy Bitcoin for $5 on an exchange and sell it to another for $5.50. You earn the 50 cents for every crypto bought and sold. Pretty simple. Crypto trading bots, I kind of talked a little bit about this. Depending if you do it manually or with a bot that's automated, you can make anywhere from 1.7 to 3.6 daily on your investment. Think of this as a program trader that knows all the analytics to look for before buying the trade, increasing the probability of profits before you jump into that trade. Does that make sense? Like, do we get the difference that if we do it manually and trade and have to read charts and read graphs and read the news and hope that our calculations are right and have to set an alarm for 2 a.m. to get in on this perfect trade? No. Do you want to do that, or do you want to have a crypto bot that's programmed, ready to go, and already knows how things are set up and how things move? I'm going with the crypto bot, and we all had really good success. Everyone that's on this call right now has had awesome success with that model. For example, if you invest $2,000 in a crypto bot, it trades at 3.6% return a day using the bot. Krista, do you have the bot turned on where it just trades for you?
Yep.
That's awesome. Do you remember how much you made today or yesterday?
I guess it's not really done with today, but yesterday was like $25.
$25. Nice.
Yeah.
$25 a day, times 30 days a month. You know, that's some awesome side cash for putting $2,000 or under in this bot. So awesome job. Since crypto is not in the New York Stock Exchange, it also can be bought, sold, and traded 7 days a week. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, honestly.
That's pretty cool. So if you're familiar with the stock market, or you trade like Apple or Tesla or anything that's traded in the New York Stock Exchange, the market's open Monday through Friday and closed on the weekends. And the market's also only open like 8 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon. Where
Okay.
crypto is, you know, worldwide and always going, because it's decentralized and the people own it, and I guess we get to pick how things run, right? The power's in our hands. So that's pretty exciting. So if you look through here and you kind of just do the math on some of this, if you had $2,000 investment and you invested that much and made 3.6% every single day, which is about $72 every day, multiply that by 30 days, and you earned a little over $2,000 with your monthly total doubling and totaling $4,000 by the end of the month. So it's cool to see that what you can do by yourself, or you can do with a bot. How can I exchange my crypto into another crypto or back to cash to withdraw? That's everyone's question. It's like, okay, I can make this money, but how do I withdraw? This stuff is so new to me. Like, where is it going? Am I going to lose it? How does this work? What happens? Just like a bank, think of your routing number. That is your wallet address, and you send it to your wallet address. Pretty simple. The one we like to use is called CoinZoom. You send your digital crypto and convert it to US dollar. From CoinZoom, you can convert it to your US dollar and send it to your debit card, or you can send it to your CoinZoom card, which is, I think, a Visa-backed debit card. And you can use that as cash and swipe it everywhere, and it just saves you a step from having to click that extra button, probably pay a couple dollars in fees, and you can just use CoinZoom debit card. That's another way to use it. It's pretty cool. Then you can use it on things like food, bills, rent, and use it how you'd like. You can also exchange crypto with a platform called changenow.io. So say you have Shiba Inu or some other crypto that you decided to hold and have in a different exchange that does not have the USD TRC20. You can always use a platform that is called an exchange, where you just change the kind of crypto it is. And sometimes you can be take a couple steps, and sometimes they charge you some fees to exchange it. Kind of like when you exchange a US dollar to euros or US dollar to pesos, there's always an exchange rate in the airport or when you get to that country. Same thing. So you're going to exchange crypto to crypto, and they're going to pay you or charge you an exchange rate. And then now your crypto is converted into that USDT TRC20, or if you had it in some other currency and you want to get it back to Bitcoin, you can, convert it back too. So that changenow.io is super helpful. How is crypto taxed? I'm not a tax advisor. I'm just doing something I'm having fun with, and something that has high risk, high reward, and where it has exceptional upside. Some may view cryptocurrency's lack of centralization as a method to avoid taxes. However, just like stocks and bonds, cryptocurrency is considered an asset, just like the stocks, bonds, homes, things that we own in the United States. So it's subject to capital gains upon sale or exchange. So check with your financial advisor and they can help you. So just like stocks, exchanges, if you have a 401k or a Roth IRA, there's some kind of tax on capital gains depending on how long you hold it, if it's under a year or more than a year. No different than that. It's an asset and it's taxed the same. So there's nothing to worry about that. Just talk with your financial advisor and you can get your numbers added to your stuff, and they can take care of you. So next steps, what would you do in this point? So reach out to the person who sent you this article and talk to them about starting your crypto trading bot. If I sent you this article, you can click here. If you're reading this, obviously we're live, so you can't click there. But that will be a referral to my bot, crypto trader, and I can mentor you and show you how to make a couple extra bucks with that. So why the crypto trading bot? Minimum recommended investment is $100 to $1,000 if you'd like to see returns that amount to more than $1 a day. Of course, you can invest under $100, but no little than $9. But do you want to see a couple cents a day, or do you want to make this something that's worth your time and your energy? So I always recommend $100 to $1,000. That's what I did. So that's just my suggestion. So, and it's been doing well for me. It trades 24 hours a day, like I was talking about. You keep 100% of the profits, and there is no fees. Daily and hourly payouts. You're able to withdraw every 2 hours. You earn 50% bonus on all profits made by everyone you refer. So that's another way you can earn. And what else? You can cash out using CoinZoom app. Must make an account and connect your debit card to be paid out. Make a small purchase of USDT crypto to activate your connected debit card to your CoinZoom, and it'll allow you to withdraw. So that's what I got, you guys. I was going to dive into kind of the different things that I was making money with, but looks like I'm running out of time. I can just run through those really fast for you guys. Over here, I want to share with the COTPS. This is the crypto bot. I started with 237 just 4 days ago. That's making now running on autopilot 3.6% a day. I have Axie Tracker, and if I move this over here, I'm up to 17,000 SLP, which is another Bitcoin, or sorry, another crypto. And if I cash that out, that makes $345, and I've been doing that for a little over 2 months. It's nice, just steady income because they play and we both earn. Another one we have here that we've been working on is Intelligence Prime Capital. I have $3,000 in that account, and I started with 800 of my own money and have been earning about 2.5 months with that. And they just converted over to the crypto bot, which has been awesome returns. So that's a little bit about what I'm doing, a little bit about Bitcoin, and a little bit about what you can do to get yourself started. I hope you guys enjoyed this call and learned a little bit, even if it was how to send Bitcoin, even though you're holding it in a wallet somewhere and you're wondering, what do I do next? Because that's the biggest question, is what do I do with it and how do I make it work with me? So thanks, guys. Have an awesome night and enjoy the profits. All right, sweet.
Well, cool.
That was that. That was the first little what is Bitcoin video. Do you have any questions for me or for Tanner or for yourself?
I guess question for myself is, do I want to put back into IPC?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's working its bugs out, and it's I feel like it's just getting better and stronger, and it's cool to have my money still sitting in there because it's making, still like 2 to 3% a day, and it's great.
Awesome. Well, I'm definitely considering it again. You're seeing new profits from the master CBOT.
Yeah. When you feel the time is right, reach out and we can see booking some more funds in there.
Was Tanner trying to talk there for a second?
Tanner, you trying to?
Oh, no, I was just being held up in IPC, and I think they're very, they care. I guess, you know what I mean? They're there for you. Problems, they're, giving their money back.
Nice, yeah.
Right. I feel like they've been pretty transparent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's transparent, and they're telling us what's going on, because I feel like they're like Facebook when Facebook first started. It was probably slow and clunky, and people's typing bar to type was missing at some point, or like their messages weren't going through, or they couldn't connect. Like, all these new companies have these bumps, and it's cool to see them grow, and they grow so fast because the ones who kind of hang out and stick with it usually see the upside. And I wish I could say that for myself with Bitcoin, because my friend introduced that to me in like 2013 when Bitcoin was like $300. And I was just like, no, like, I'm 21 years old. Like, why do I want to learn about Bitcoin? And you're making only a couple pennies a day. Like, that makes no sense to me. No, thanks. And that was the end of that. And if I could tell my 21-year-old self one thing, is like, just to learn something new. And if you see an upside to it, learn more for sure.
Yeah, I bet you're kicking yourself from that one.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that again, especially like when there's just so much information, and so much information that shows that this is something that anybody could benefit from, if it's just saving and holding, earning with it, or creating passive income. yeah, I want to store it. I want to have a lot of it. So when it's mainstream and it is the way of doing things, you have it, and then it's not expensive.
Right. We're only here once, so
Yeah,
I'd rather learn every opportunity I can and not miss out.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, this Zoom is about to expire, so I'm gonna jump off here. Hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome. Thanks, guys.
Later.